the kitchen now with Karen Doster from the Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board. Great to see you,
Good
Karen.
to see you too, Amy. Thanks.
We have a fun, different salad recipe for you. It's got some great Italian flavors, and the base of the salad, which is cool, is bread. Tell us a little bit about it.
It's an Italian bread salad, which is called panzanella. And actually in Italy, they use quite often leftover bread that they chunk up and mix, so you can use day-old bread or, several days old, and chunk up and mix it with vegetables and cheese and kind of make a nice meal out of it. And real easy to use, and it's really delicious as well. So
something different, which I like.
So kind of Italian style, and we're going to be using Italian style cheeses, Wisconsin Fontina cheese, and fresh mozzarella. The little pearls that you can find in your cheese section that are really fun and kind of bite size as well. So
I love this. And it's going to be really pretty too. A lot of great flavors and colors going on. Now we're starting with some French bread, and as you said, this is kind of if you got like half a loaf of French bread and it's just not quite as fresh. It's been a day or two, but you need to figure out a way to use it. Perfect for this, right?
Perfect for that. And it calls for a half of a baguette. So, you don't want to have the entire bread in there, but about a half would be good. And we want to chunk that up into maybe ½ inch cubes.
Okay.
So little croutons. And what you're going to do is have your oven set to about 400 degrees and put these cubes onto a baking sheet and just toast them for maybe about 10 minutes. Keep your eye on it until they get kind of golden brown and start to dry out a little bit.
Straight up, Karen, we don't want to put anything on the bread cubes?
No need to do that at all.
Okay, so just chunk them up.
Because what's going to happen in the salad with the dressing and all the other flavors, these bread cubes are going to absorb a lot of those other flavors in there. So you don't want to be putting olive oil and all kinds of other flavors on it in the oven in this case.
And the good tip for this is stay nearby.
Yes.
One of those things where you don't want to be too far away or take a phone call that lasts long, because toasted bread can go to burnt bread very carefully.
Yeah,
so keep an eye on it, set a timer. So into the oven this goes, and we actually have some that's beautiful and toasted, and we kept an eye on it and looks lovely, and there we go. So that's our toasted.
Let it set it aside, let it kind of cool a little bit.
Let it cool.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right, now we're going to put the rest of our ingredients together.
Okay. And
lots of great summertime vegetables or beautiful vegetables you can find in the store. So first we're going to start with an English cucumber, with a small to medium size that you've chunked up. We also have a couple of tomatoes that have been diced up. So that goes in there as well.
I love the English cucumber because you don't have to peel them if you just wash them. And not as many seeds.
And it has a beautiful color because you can put the skin in there too.
Right.
We have a half of a red onion diced up. Okay, and then here's our cheese. This is the Wisconsin mozzarella, fresh mozzarella, and it comes in the little pearls. Okay, you can find that either in a container in your cheese section or actually kind of vacuum packaged all together in little balls.
They're yummy. They really are.
So that adds some nice protein as well as flavor, and makes the salad more filling. So it makes a meal. That's what I like about it. And then Wisconsin Fontina cheese, which is kind of buttery, a little bit slightly tart, and an Italian style cheese as well. So that goes in there.
Yeah.
All right. Then we also want to put in 1 cup of basil leaves that have been julienned.
Okay. So basically, this is how I do it. I take the leaves, and we just pick these fresh herbs up. You can, if you're not growing them in your garden, you can, or have them in a pot on your, kitchen sink, because a lot of times we're out near the sill of your kitchen sink because we're outgrow herbs. You can pick them up right at the grocery store too. But basically, I kind of stack them up, and then I just take a knife and make little ribbons, which the chefs, the term for that is a chiffonade. So I'll go ahead and work on that. And you want quite a bit of basil.
Yeah, about a full cup. Okay, so you really want a lot of that flavor in there. While you're doing that, I'm going to prepare a vinaigrette dressing that's going to go all over this.
Okay.
So we're going to start with a 1/4 cup of balsamic vinegar.
Okay.
And whisk in some garlic here, about 2 garlic cloves that have been minced.
Okay.
I have 2 tablespoons of capers. I love capers. They always add some great flavor to anything like this.
Sometimes I get asked questions. What are they? Where do you find them? Do you find them near the pickles?
Yes, it would be in the pickle section, that area, usually at on the top shelf there.
They're basically like a mild dill pickle. They've got a little lemony flavor. and they come in a little jar, and they really do add a lot of flavor.
Yeah, you could add them even like to chicken piccata, different things like that. It's one of my favorite ways. So, and I also add a little bit of salt. Then I've taken a half a cup of extra virgin olive oil, and I'm going to whisk that in as well. So we'll have, you know, a nice basic balsamic vinaigrette. And those capers, that kind of adds something to it. And then you're going to, Amy, you're going to take the bread cubes and add that to the salad. And what's nice about this, you can eat it right away, but you know, it gets better with sitting around a while, you know, in the refrigerator the next day, because those bread cubes are going to absorb all these flavors, okay? Okay, then we're going to pour this over. You bet. Mix that there, and then you're going to just stir it all together. There you go.
And there was a lot of dressing because it needs a lot of dressing because basically, as you said, those bread cruisers are going to just suck it right up.
Absorb all those flavors.
Oh, yeah, this looks fantastic, Karen.
And again, with the cheese in there, that, you know, provides more of a filling meal, so it really can make a meal, and that's really what makes it kind of fun.
Something different.
Yeah.
Very, very fun. That looks
there.
Fantastic.
More basil there.
Yum.
Doesn't that look yummy?
Oh, absolutely gorgeous. Recipe we'll put on our website, fox11online.com. Click on the Living tab and recipes, and we'll be right there.